Okay, my friends, special good afternoon to one and all those of you who are locked on, those of you who are looking on our program here on Sentinel Media Broadcasting. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of our loyal listeners, our loyal viewers, and all our fans on Facebook, all our fans on TikTok, all our fans that are live with us, watching us on the different media, social media houses. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our program and ask you kindly for your indulgence. Please share this video and let individuals in Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean and worldwide understand what is taking place in Trinidad, here where we are living in Trinidad and Tobago, which was once a beautiful paradise. And what we are seeing today, my friends, it is really and truly alarming. So with me today in studio on this beautiful program, Hard Facts, is my friend, my fellow activist, Mr. Premchand Baldev, and we are here on Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays starting from 1:10, 1:15 p.m. according to, sometimes we have some technical difficulties. Sometimes, our country again, we have problem with the internet. We have problems when we are supposed to be on live for 1:15. You're going to realize that the internet have dropped and so many different things. But today, myself and Prem, inshallah ta'ala, we have a beautiful program for all of our loyal fans, our loyal listeners. And we want you all to indulge with us today. We want you all to call us at 740-3347, or you can call us at 372-2129. And many of you would realize that myself and Prem, we are wearing red today.
Well, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, I want, we have to identify, because this station, Sentinel Media Broadcasting, really and truly, we are very, very neutral. Today we are going to, this is by coincidence, myself and Prem, we are wearing red. That doesn't denote that we are in support of any political parties. Against any political parties in this country. I just want you all to know that. Maybe tomorrow, or in our next show, we're going to maybe wear white or we're going to wear yellow. as the case may be. So again, Prem, I want to welcome you to our program again, and let us, do a show today that would really and truly inspire. We are not here to criticize alone. We are here to criticize with solution to the problems. Huh? I want you all to know that. We are here to criticize, yes, criticize the non-performance of the different bodies that's supposed to be representing us. So Prem, I want to just welcome you again, and maybe you can take your intro, inshallah.
Yes. Thank you very much, Imam Rashid Karim. So my friends, a pleasant good afternoon, a warm welcome to our wonderful people of Trinidad and Tobago. Those of you who are locked on the World Wide Web, East, West, North, South and Central Trinidad and Tobago, you are viewing the program Hard Facts. First of all, Imam, I would like to begin by saying that we do apologize for the late start today, because Imam had a lot of missionaries, so to speak, from other countries, England, Holland and India, and they were engaged in discussions and that sort of thing. So he a little kept back there, but never mind, we are here. Okay, so Imam, again, it is indeed an honor, a privilege and a blessing and a humbling experience to be with you here in studio with the program Hard Facts. Imam Rashid Karim, friends, is the Chief Executive Officer and the Managing Director of this program, of this station called Sentinel Media Broadcasting. It is indeed a huge task for him as a businessman, as a religious leader, as a minister of religion. Imam, how do you do this on your own? How do you suffer from HBP, high blood pressure?
I don't think so. But again, nothing is impossible with this kind of task. But again, as my, individuals who I look up to would have said, we put God in front.
All times.
And we follow.
Yes.
So that is what I am doing here. I'm putting my Creator, my Lord, my Creator, my Lord in front, and I am behind. So whatever I achieve, it is wholly and solely not because of my effort and sacrifice, but it is the guidance, the wisdom, and the understanding of God Almighty within our framework.
When one operates at that level, Imam, the blame and praises don't affect the individual.
Exactly.
Right? You're above that level of
exactly. This is why, I am here on studio, and we are here really and truly. There are so many things that we want to highlight for you all today. So we're going to start our program, because I know for a fact that there are many people who are waiting on the sidelines to call us, right? And they are going to call us and maybe tell us what we are doing is, if it is, is a positive or is a negative. Feel free to talk to us. But again, those of you who are calling, this program is no profanity, no obscenity. We are here clean, trying to be as clean as possible and neutral as possible. If you are talking politics, let's be real. If you have facts, share the facts with us, and we can go further. Like, for example, I want to begin the show today, Prem, by letting people know that our competition, the pothole competition that we started, right, again, it is overwhelming. We had over 300 photos. Now, to put those 300 photos on this studio, on the screen there for you all, it's going to be a very tedious task. So what we have done, we have selected 5 of those potholes, and narrow it down to 5. And we are asking those individuals who will be looking on our Saturday show to please identify by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 which person should get that prize of 100 TT dollars. I had to use the word TT dollars because I tell you something, there are people from Canada, there are people from all parts of the world looking on, yes, right? And they are part of the competition.
Singapore also, my 2 friends.
Right. So again, my friends, I want to welcome you to our program Hard Facts, and we're going to talk about issues. Firstly, we're going to talk about what is affecting us in our local communities. We have some videos with Abed Road. Abed Road Director. Pull Abed Road. And that is, I just want to show people in this country how, I want you all to keep the video there for a while.
What is
now,
that?
This, what we are talking about here, and I want the audience, I want the viewers of this show to watch and see what is taking place. This is why
Abed Road is where Imam
Abed Road is just about Lower Down Felicity. That is not too far from a lot of business places, and it is before the cremation site and all these things. And you would realize, my friends, that is a condition where people, when they get 1 inch, right? When they get 1 inch, they take a mile. This is exactly what is taking place. And those of you who have photos and you can take the number. Now the reason why we blot off that number plate is because that person is a resident of the area and we don't want to implicate that individual in any of our discussion here today. That car that is coming or that car that is going in has nothing to do with this video. Now my friends, this carefully, I want you all to look at it carefully and see what has taken place. And this is why, some people would act violently, because lower down, if you look at the roadway lower down, you are going to realize, my friends, that that is a village. That is a village here. There is approximately 10 or 15 houses lower down. And we are telling you, those of you who are, who are dumping your garbage, right? It might be good for some, because maybe you are dumping that garbage here and you are trying to fill some empty lot of land or what have you. You are trying to do that. But the point that we are making on Sentinel Media Broadcasting is that you are taking advantage of innocent people. And that is going to fly and it's going to blow out of proportion simply because you are doing things that is harmful to, number one, the environment, number two, to the residents of that area. And again, you're going to realize, if you put the third video, you're going to realize exactly where the truck went down. Where one of the residents of the area, he was trying to maneuver that with his 3-ton truck, and that truck went down, my friends. So again, this is what is happening in the locality of Felicity and environs. And that also is happening in many of the areas that maybe you are living, because people are looking to make a quick hustle. And you know what is happening? Those people who are dumping those garbage, they were supposed to go to either Claxton Bay dump or the Beetham landfill. But they are seeing how they can make a quick buck in close proximity of where residents are living. And when residents retaliate in a negative manner, they would feel that people are oppressing them. But that again is total disregard for the citizens.
We have a caller?
Caller, go ahead.
Hi, caller. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program Hard Facts. You alive?
Good afternoon, and how are you all?
We are okay.
We are doing fine. Thank you, sir. Go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. I was wondering, who are the candidates, the UNC candidates you have chosen for the Monroe County, Savannah area? Because we haven't heard anything, we not seen anything. So we're very illiterate about what is taking place. And we have to do voting to support our party, but we don't know who the party has selected.
I think Prem could answer that question.
Well, caller, the candidate chosen, I have to use the word chosen, for that specific area, the Caroni Monroe area, the Caroni Savannah Road Monroe area, is the incumbent, the person who was there for the last 3 years, and that is Mr. Ali. Okay, he is the candidate.
But how could I choose a candidate, a non-functional candidate who is defective, irresponsible, not capable of handling the duties of a councillor? I find the party not consulting with the ground people in order to select the candidate to represent them. We have this candidate representing us for the past how many years? We haven't seen that man one single day. We haven't seen what he have done. We haven't heard of him, nothing. How could the party select somebody without the consultation of the MP for the area or the Burgesses? That is totally unfair to the Burgesses.
That's a very, very good question and a concern, Imam. You wish to
address
that?
Okay, what is happening?
So, hold the line, caller. Hold the line.
I want you to listen carefully to what I'm saying here. We have been clamoring. We have been clamoring. I have been making a lot of hue. I've been crying out and trying to get the party to listen. And I've been saying this, right? That the selection process is flawed in the sense that when you look at the Shoguna's constituency executive, you're going to realize that there are so many councillors and aldermen in that executive. Now, these people were supposed to be the committee that is selecting responsible people to represent the different burgesses. But when we are seeing, and I've been mentioning this over and over and over, and it is going on deaf ear and blind eyes, and I would say that in the minds of illiterate persons, where we are saying to you that the councillors are selecting themselves, and it has reached so much so that the MPs, when the time comes, the MPs are going to select MPs. And that I hope that answers your question.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I am saying this, and I've been clamoring. People, neutral people, supposed to be on that executive. MPs not supposed to be in the national executive,
Exactly.
and councillors should not be in the constituency executive simply because it is prejudice against each other. Because they are selecting themselves. For example,
of course it is. Of course, I agree with you.
For example, the chairman of the Shogunas West constituency executive, that individual is the mayor of Shogunas. You tell me, would the mayor of Shogunas select somebody else to be a representative of that area that he's going up? If that is going to happen, you could answer.
No, not at all. That is not fair. That is totally unfair to the Burgesses.
So what we are saying, my friend, what we are saying here today is that a lot of people have to stand up. We have to stand up. I'm not saying to rebel against any party, but against the party themselves, the leaders of the party, and those persons who are vying and competing with one another. There must be a clean play. There must be fair dealings and fair executive. When you come at you look at the party rulings. Right? You look at the components of the party executive, national as well as local constituency executive. And that is not happening. And we have been clamoring here in this program, and we have been talking out, and it seems as though nobody is listening. So if you can't, my friend, there's an old saying, right? And I hope Prem might understand what I'm saying. There's an old saying that if you don't listen, you're going to feel.
Yes.
You remember that saying?
Exactly.
And it's not Hard Facts alone saying that, and it's not you alone as a caller saying that. We are listening, we are on the ground, we are meeting with people on a daily basis, and there are people who are saying that the candidates that was chosen and selected by this executive, my friends, it is not worthy of discussion on this program, Hard Facts.
Caller, are you there still?
Yep.
Yeah. I have a question for you,
I'm still
caller.
here.
Yes, I have a question for you. Based on what you said, okay, your views expressed in this program, what advice would you give to the executive of the United National Congress pertaining to the choosing of candidates and non-performance of candidates and that sort of thing? What advice would you render to them?
Well, you see, it might be a little too late to give advice, but what I could advise the Burgesses is don't go out and vote. Stay home, don't go out and vote, because there is nothing you could say to the executive. Already chosen candidate already and registered and so forth.
When I say advice, I mean
I understood those people who have been selected, like the mayor and the candidate for Mondo Kansana, try to hijack the constituency election. And how could they be selected to fight the election for the seat again when they try to hijack the constituency election?
It was done not only at that ground level, it was done at the upper level of the executive. And my friends, again, those of you who are locked on, you are listening. For those persons who now came into our program, this program, Hard Facts, is here to identify some of the anomalies that is bringing hardship to the citizens of this country. That is what we are here about. We are here for that objective purpose of highlighting. Now, the caller is telling us a lot of things here.
And he's expressing his concern. He said he's not voting.
Yeah, as a concluding advice to citizens of this country, beside not voting, because I tell you something, not voting is the easy way out. And the citizens of this country, I don't think that they want the easiest way out. I would suggest that maybe those persons contemplate a local representative who they feel, whether it's PNM, whether it's PEP, whether it's the Farmers United or whatever. I think that they should use the democracy and go out there and send a clear signal to whoever it is there, whether it be the PNM executive, whether it be the United National Executive, and let them understand enough is enough. And this election, I told you all, and I made this prediction to you all, my friends, that there's going to be a rude awakening when it comes to the United National Congress, understanding that you have to put the plights of the people in front of your own whims and your own fancies and your own desires. I thank you, caller. May God bless you, and we thank you for that call.
And keep listening, caller.
Could I say one more thing again, please? Say one more thing again, please?
Sure, my friend.
I live in the Charlieville area, east of the Uriah-Butler Highway. Mm-hmm. And we have a garbage truck passing 12 o'clock in the night and 1 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock and that kind of thing. And you can't see the councillor to complain. When you make a call, you could never get through to the councillor. Garbage truck passing that over the morning when the contract clearly states that garbage truck supposed to start working from 5 a.m. in the morning, but you having garbage truck passing 12 o'clock, 12:30, a dog tearing up the garbage and spreading out in the entire road and all that kind of thing. The garbage, people not taking up the garbage was scattered on the road. They just taking up the bags. All these things is craziness that going on. Not a single road is not good in the area. Not a single road.
That clearly indicates that the incompetency of those persons who are elected. I remember this. I remember Surojatan Rambachan. Remember I mentioned you? He was the MP of the area Tabakit. And I tell you all something. When he was the mayor of Shogunas, many people mightn't like him, right? And they might say, well, you know, he's this and he's that. But I tell you something. Majority of people today, when a man doing the right thing, they would not like him. So I really don't care. But I would say this, that he was a person like that. He would have gone in certain areas and he would have burst the garbage bags. And he would have found out a direction from the garbage bag. And he would have gone to the companies and made that complaint for them to come and either pay the borrow to clear it up or do the correcting. And that is what we need to do right now. We need to go to we need to lobby first. Mr. Kola, what we need to do is get some signatures. Get some signatures and you pass it on to us and try to get the number plate of that truck so we could be able to highlight it, because sometimes the contractors, honestly, the contractors might not know what is going on. And here it is, we will come on this program and we might, disregard that and we might, talk negative about the contractor. But I tell you something, some of those men will collect the vehicles maybe 2-3 hours earlier because they want to finish earlier, and they would go and do their job and the contractor will get the bad name. So what we're going to do, Mr. Charlieville there, continue listening to us, right? Yeah, continue listening to our program and do a petition and let the residents sign that petition, and we are going to challenge that on the media here on the live program, and we're going to ask the contractor to get in contact with us, and you would be the spokesman for that area.
We will arrange that.
We'll arrange that for you.
So thanks again, caller.
We have another caller on the line. Caller, go ahead.
Hi, caller, good afternoon. Welcome to Hard Facts. You alive?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I'm calling onto the road to go in the bank by First Citizen Bank. It's really, really bad. It have big hole and thing in that road. That road really needs a fixing.
That's the Market Street.
Yes, that road really in a bad state. It was fixing.
And the hard part about they want to elevate the Shogunas in the cities at the basis of the population and so forth, and they want to lift it to city status. So go ahead.
The condition of the road.
Go ahead, Auntie. You go ahead. You take a minute again and tell us what is your plight when it comes to that, because I know for a fact maybe you're going to collect your pension and all these things, and that is the reason why that is ailing you. That is a problem for you.
Exactly.
Right.
And cars passing up and down the water, splitting all on top there too, because it have water in the hole.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. I mean,
thanks for your call, Auntie.
You see, that is a simple call, and the caller is indicating now. She is mentioning. I remember that voice, and you're going to realize that lady. Now look at her calling. The lady was speaking last week about water, and she was talking about the neighborhood problem.
Yes.
And her age is 75.
That's
so I would deduce that from her voice there. And that is exactly what is happening. When maybe she's going for her pension and what have you, and she's saying that the water splatter on her clothes. Right? I mean, that is unacceptable, especially for a 75-year-old woman who is going through those challenges.
But Imam, that road falls under the borough of Shogunas.
Exactly.
And we have a mayor of Shogunas. He's the only legitimate person right now. All the others, their term of contract has expired.
Exactly. And what is happening, I have some information. That I'm going to share. We have another caller on the line. Caller.
Hi, caller, good afternoon. Welcome to the program Hard Facts. You alive?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Today I want to deal with a road in the Komoto Manzanilla constituency.
Komoto Manzanilla.
The road is, that's the Guayco Tamana main road.
Right.
That road is the main road to about a couple thousand people. If we get that road in our deplorable state, to have a landslide on that road, just about 5 feet, we barely passing on it. If that go away, we lock off from Trinidad then. We are no way to enter Trinidad again. The next thing is, we have the Conapo Junction Road on the next side. It have a bad landslide on that too. The same thing. So when we had this two outlet block, that is the end of it. We have a representative, Mr. Ragbi. I never seen a man in my life.
MP Rai Ragbi.
He does nothing for. Yes, he does nothing for we. It have a lot of things this man could do for we, and he ain't doing it. He wouldn't even visit the people in the community. He have plenty places he could come and keep little meeting with people, get together with people, talk to people, give people some kind of hope. He ain't doing nothing. We don't want a man as representative for we, man. Let me get somebody else. Okay. We have a councillor here and all. What? Calvin Sicharan, he do nothing for we neither. We beg him, I myself personally beg him to fix a road, to help me. Because I put out my own money on the road to fix the road to go into the estates and them inside it. Several farmers on that road, the man do nothing. All he tell we had diesel for the equipment, he had this, he had that. We put our own material on the road, we can't get nothing to split it. We pay back overload and all kind of things, carry it inside it, move out, fix the road. Nothing. What kind of people we have represented we?
Okay, so Kola.
We don't need no type of representation.
Kola.
We need good people. Yes, sir.
Exactly, Kola. Kola. I want to say thank you very much for, illustrating and highlighting that situation there. And we wish that other callers would take the very said initiative and call us on this program, because you see, it seems as though people are staying quiet. We're going to muddy their water. We in this program is going to muddy their water and let the government understand that they are not doing a good job. Because let me tell you all something. When Rohan Sinanan, these fellas will hate me. And let me tell you something. I don't care who hate me or who love me, because I am here being very neutral. I want nothing from you all. All I want is that the people of this country who put you there, Mr. Rohan Sinanan, Mr. Mayor of Shogunas, I don't hate you. Mr. Adrian Ali, I don't hate you. And as a matter of fact, Dr. Rai Ragbi, we don't hate you all. I remember 9:30, my friend Prem, 9:30 lobbying and campaigning with Dr. Rai Ragbi in the bush, all in Komoto and all these things, wetting in the rain in Avantry. And coming out here, and all those I don't want nobody to give me no praises and no thanks, because anybody would tell you this, and the lay person in the community would tell you this, that when you do good actions, you need to raise your jersey or your shirt at the back and prepare yourself to get a good kick. And that is what is happening with me and many people like myself. We are working to illustrate and to identify the problems and the challenges that people who do not have a voice really and truly can express themselves. So Kola, thank you very much, and tell people in your area, lobby. If you feel that the MP is not doing anything, lobby against them. If you feel the council is not doing anything, lobby against them. That's your right. That's your right.
We are the Bisho, the Konapo Southern Main Road. Go and see 11 miles of that in a deplorable condition. Nobody can pass there.
You see the problem with that, right? The problem with that PNM, understand, and I want you all to understand business. If a man making money, right, and he is doing something in a community and he's making money, he's not going to shut down that business. But if he's not making money in that area, he's going to shut it down. Those areas that you are calling, those areas are UNC, diehard, stronghold supporters. And the UNC at this present time, they are very weak. And they are not coming out vociferous. And they are not coming out and doing what it's supposed to be doing. MP is supposed to be rallying with the people, wetting in the rain. You all collecting $40,000 and $50,000 a month. You're supposed to be with the people in the village, mobilizing them. That is your support. 28,000 people is your supporters. You have to. I don't know. You can't feed everybody. You can't be able to make everybody happy. But at least make. You know something? I want to say hats off to Orlando Nagesa, the past mayor of Shogunas. You understand? He couldn't do everything and anything as much as he wanted to.
He was a people's
But you know what? Every funeral service, you would find him there firstly. He would be there consoling the people. Why is this at the MP? I'm not saying that, no, it is a good opportunity because people are dying like fly in this country. People are dying by groups 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we want the world, we want the whole international world and the international media to understand what is going on in this country. Trinidad have fallen. Trinidad have fallen because when you see in murders, people are using AK-47 like slinging shots. That is what they are doing, my friends. People are dying by hundreds. And some of those people are not even being, they are not even being found. Their bodies are not being found. People are just going missing in this country and nobody is saying anything. People are silent. People are scared out of their own wits. I spoke to a guy this morning and this guy have migrated from Trinidad. You know why? Why, Prem? Tell me why. Make a guess. Why this guy is a businessman.
It is unsafe to be here as a businessman and as a citizen also.
You know what this guy told me, and I listened to the conversation and I dissect it and I do forensic. And you know the man said, Imam, I am doing such large business in this country. And you know something? I cannot live in peace. I cannot enjoy nothing. So you see me, I am going to migrate. And he left this country and he's living in another country. In a foreign land.
But Imam, I have a question. Caller, hold the line. The caller said that they are not seeing the MPs, they are not seeing the councillors, and they are going to them.
Are you going to vote back for the same old? Tell us on the airwaves of Sentinel Media.
No way. I'm not doing that. I'm voting here. You will see nothing of the last year change in this thing.
Right. So that is the reason why when we come on this program, my friend,
and we say they are going to get a rude awakening.
This is the reason why. This is the reason why.
Yes.
This is the reason why.
Yeah.
Because many people who don't call this program, they are expressing the same sentiments as our callers this morning.
I tell you something. This morning I couldn't read my business text. I only reading texts that came in for Sentinel Media.
What the hell is really wrong with the MPs of the UNC and the councillors?
Exactly, and you know something, they have done nothing really and truly when it comes to really preventing the PNM from really and truly doing what they are doing. Because I want to pull that shot. Thank you, caller. Thank you for calling us.
And the videos you sent.
And for the videos and all those things. And I want you to tell people in your community that you all have a voice. This program, we are not asking for no money. We don't want no support from nobody. Right? We don't want no financial support. All we asking is that you use this channel, you use this Sentinel Media as a stepping stone so that you can get some relief. Whether you are a housewife, whether you are a poor person, whether you are a farmer, whether you are a businessman, whether you are a student, whether you are a sportsman, whether you are a pundit, imam, or priest, whether you are a pensioner, whatever you are, my friends, you have a voice on Hard Facts. Call me 740-3347-372-2129. I'm going to tell you all, I'm going to tell you something. You know, there's something called high-grade stupidness. I want to explain high-grade dotishness to John public today. Because sometimes, Prim, you know, I'll tell you something. Don't feel I cut you off, my friend. Let me tell you something.
Let
me tell you something. You know, it have a manual. Like when you buy a car, you buy a manual car.
Yes.
And you buy manual windows.
Yes, so wind down.
Wind down. And then you buy a next vehicle and it have automatic transmission. Upgrade. And you know it have. I tell you something. The leaders that we have, they upgraded everything else beside their mental capacity.
The intellect.
Yes. They are still only 5% down there. And they want to pretend that it's 100%.
But Imam, you know something? Basdeo Pandey, the legendary Basdeo Pandey, once said in a political platform in Cuba, I was present there. I was a young boy, about 23 years old at the time. He said, if you send a jackass to university, he wouldn't come with a racehorse. He will come with an educated jackass.
Thank you very much. So we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. A word from our sponsor. And those of you, this program is getting hotter. I'll tell you something. To get 7.6 million views worldwide, to get 7.6 million views worldwide and 10,000 plus followers in the space of just about 3.5 months, it really and truly takes, you know, it takes that, you know, that fairness, that justness, and it takes that intuition that we are here for only one reason. And I call callers, those of you who are on live on air and all these things, you call us and always remind us, hey Imam, hey Prim, you remember you all say that you're not doing this for any name, fame or show? We're reminding you that That is one of the things that we want you all to call us and tell us, because we do not want to deviate. A word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to deal with some hard rock issue when it comes to Minister Rohan Sinan and Minister of Works and Transport.
So thank you, my friends. Welcome back to the program Hard Facts, viewed on Sentinel Media, broadcasting live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 1 p.m. With me in studio is the Chief Executive Officer, the Managing Director, and the Chairman of the Board of Directors of this station, the Revered, the illustrious, the humble, the people-centered Imam Rashid Karim. Imam, this morning here, you know, inside of the studio is so warm. It's licks left, right, and center, lathi shine, as you old people used to say. Yeah. You understand? So we have a video coming up there. Director, can we have that video? And again, we want to say thank you to our callers this morning, and those of you who are locked on and listening.
Okay, so while the director is pulling that video there for us, I just want to let you all know that, you know, sometimes, Prem, there's a saying, right? There's a saying, like, it goes like this. You understand? Cent wise and pound stupid. Cent wise and pound stupid means that you have minimum sense and you have plenty stupidness in your brain. That is what we are going to see here today on this studio. Go ahead, caller. Okay, we have the shot. I thought we were taking the call. Leave the caller. Yeah. Hold the caller. So, my friends, volume on this, please. Right. So, this is what Rohan Sinan have said. Right. This is a big drama that is going to take place in the Central Arena when it comes to the Shogunas Borough and surrounding. This was a program that is initiated by the Ministry of Works and Transport and Junior Ministry, Richie Sukai, and so forth, right? Now, the point that I'm making, Kola, the video stick or something? Yeah, run the video. So, what we are saying here, my friends, is that they are going to initiate, right? And you know something, I don't know, right? And if people in Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know if we really real or we cartoon. Because I tell you something, you all would have understood this clearly. When it comes to election time, right? When it comes to election time, you are going to realize that they come in and they're doing some quick patch all about the place. You know, one person told me yesterday, you know, the person said, he said, Imam, I wish election was every year. We'd get something done. We'd get a little patch up. Now, the point is, if you look, those persons who is in north, there is Baba Green machine heading to the north, and all those roads, imagine this, they have the opportunity to select their roads and which roads to be repaved, and you're going to realize that I wish people in that area would be honest enough to know and to tell the government of the day, hey, we good in this area. Concentrate on Central and South Trinidad, because these people are suffering. You know, if people in Central and South say, well, here what? We're not going to plant. Farmers say, look, we're not going to plant no damn garden. We're not going to make any garden again. Maybe for a couple of weeks, we just buy some groceries and you stock it up home and you just recline on a chair and you watch the movements of the people and stop planting your garden and see what is going to happen. You see, these are the things that we have to initiate in this country, Trinidad and Tobago, my friends. We can't always be docile and how it hangs so it swings. We have to stop that. We have to stop that. A lot of things happening and we are allowing it. You know, people saying that they're not going to vote. I don't agree with that, to tell you the honest to God truth. I don't agree with people saying that I am not going to vote, because what you are saying really and truly, that not your okay alone, that your mind have already been made up. You are UNC and you are PNM. So here what? The UNC is not serving me properly. I don't care a damn. I'm not going to vote nobody else. So you stick with that.
That footage that came up here, were there some big meeting on the traffic situation in Shogunas?
No, the video was a longer video, but maybe we had a problem with the video and retrieving the video. But basically what they are going to do, they're going to spend a lot of monies. They're going to initiate programs that will go beyond the time frame. You understand? You understand the psychic behind it?
Yes.
We stupid. You know, Trinidad, national population, Trinidad and Tobago, we dotish. Although we stupid, right? And the international world, we in this country, we don't understand politics. What they are going to do, come year end or come close to the election, general election time, they will initiate maybe 5-6 grand project. 5-6 grand, they call them the milk and cow project. And they will, you know, invest billions of dollars there. And half of that or 3/4 of the money will be drawn out before the election. Right? And what is going to happen? What is going to happen? This is a conspiracy theory, and this is alleged from my wisdom and my understanding as a forensic auditor. I would have seen those things happening in the past. Grand project is going to be initiated, right? Especially around the election time, to mamagai and to fool the general populace and say, oh, my party doing something for me, my government doing something for me, my opposition, yeah, they're doing something, they're watching and saying, we have, I'll tell you something, we have to stand up, people. Bob Marley, I want to get those musical track and keep it. Stand up for your rights. We need to do that. We need to stand up for our rights. So those of you who are locked on, the number 740-3347, 372-2129. Call us and let's have some dialogue. Let's tell people, let's tell the world, let's tell Trinidad and Tobago, let's tell Trinidad and Tobago, hey, Trinidad and Tobago, you still have good, honest people in this country. As a matter of fact, I always mention this, that in this country there is murders every single day. I saw a video from Valsain South or Valsain North. I don't think it would be South. I think it would be like Valsain North, right? And there were 8 persons at 3 a.m. walking the streets. What intention? You tell me as a person of intellect in this country, you come out, you peep through your windows, right? You look through your windows and you see 8 persons. They're just walking up and down, and you tell me what signal that will send to you. Those of you who are locked on, the number 740-3347, 372-2129. Those are the numbers that you are going to reach us in the studio, where you can dialogue, you can have conversation with us. Help us so that we can help you. That's all we are saying. Identify your problem, tell us about your atrocity, and we are going to make sure that the Prime Minister of this country, Dr. Keith Rowley, the opposition leader, Ms. Kamala Prasad Bissessa, they understand clearly what is taking place. Because I tell you all something, those people are looking on. They are looking on. Yes. Because I tell you something, I know they are looking on because nobody so far has contacted me to say, well, Imam, you know, they're waiting to fire some shots. They are waiting on the, you know, the downside to make sure that we fail in this program. But that is not going to happen. You know why, Prem?
We cannot be bought and we will not be
sold. I tell you something, one person mentioned to me, one person mentioned to me, and he said this, and I didn't really want to say it on airways. I really and truly wanted those people to say it, because you know what is you know, if you blow your own horn, is a waste of time, because nobody really and truly know if it is the truth. But the person was saying our program has really and truly skyrocketed, number 1. And he said, Imam, you know what the person is telling me? The person told me that he lost his vehicle, and he made approach to you know, one specific network to highlight that, and the person told him he have to pay a fee of $5,000. Now, what happened to the humanity? Imagine this man lost his $20,000 or $30,000 B14 motor car.
Pay a fee of
$5,000 to highlight that. I told the guy, I say, you mad? We highlighting cow, we highlighting boat, we highlighting bicycle.
Bandit in the night.
Yeah, we highlighting anything for you. Tell us, look, this is the video. right?
my.
This is the video. If you, as an individual living in a community, and you would see 8 persons, I thought it was a total ban of
Yep.
people. Look at those people. They are,
Everybody with hoodies.
yes,
The camera, you can't pick up the face.
and it clearly indicates that they are up to no good. They are up to no
Evil
good.
intentions.
Yes. So again, my friends, those of you who are locked on, this is your program. Hard Facts is here to stay. Sentinel Media Broadcasting is your new local channel. We are here to advise. We are here to really and truly highlight. And again, my friends, we are here to bring solution to the problems that you are faced with. Right, Prim?
Yes. Director, can you pull the video with the Youth Cricket Club, please? So, Imam, on a lighter note now, okay, the Central Youth Cricket Club 2023, under the patronage of the Member of Parliament for Shogwanas West, the Honorable Dinesh Rambali, they are hosting a youth cricket camp that begins on the 16th of July to the 20th of August at the Invaders Ground, Mahasabha Street, Felicity. Age group, it is 5 to 17 years old. So, hats off to the MP once again, and we are calling on all the parents, all the students of the Shogwanas Central area and the other parts of the country. Do come on Sunday, beginning at 9 a.m. Have your child registered. The coaches would be Riyad Emrit, Imran Khan, Marlon Richards, and many more. So do come and be part of this youth cricket camp for the vacation period.
Okay, so as you mentioned a name there, Riyad Emrit.
Yes.
This Sentinel Media Broadcasting and this program, Hard Facts, would like to extend our deepest and solemn condolences to Riyad Emrit on the passing of his dad, Zainul, who have passed away last week. He was ailing a bit and he passed on. Again, we would like to express our deepest heartfelt condolences to the entire family. And as a matter of fact, to all those persons, you know that 75-year-old lady who was robbed, right? That 75-year-old lady who was robbed, and after that trauma, she got heart attack, and she really and truly passed on. Again, my friends, again to the family of all innocent deceased persons who were shot innocently as bystanders in many shootings that have taken place in our country. Heartfelt condolences to you all. May God Almighty grant you all solace, peace, and tranquility in your hearts.
Now, Imam, there is a video circulating. Director, can you bring up the Venezuelan video with the water supply and that sort of thing? There's a video circulating where illegal immigrants were arrested in Trinidad, okay, and they were housed somewhere in Port of Spain, all right? They were engaged in protest action for food and better living, or I can't say living, but better staying conditions. Here we have a video where other Venezuelan nationals in Trinidad, they are carrying food supplies for their people, Just look at that. How loving, how kind and they are for their own people in our country. But in our country, our people don't have food to eat. Our people don't have a place to stay. Our people are starving and no one is paying attention. Look at the camaraderie of the Venezuelan people.
Exactly, and I do give them wrong.
Yeah. Hats off
I
to
do give
them.
them wrong because we in Trinidad and Tobago, we in this community of Central Trinidad, we in maybe Comoto, Manzanilla, Carnage, Labre, Point 14, wherever part of the country that we are living, and my friends, we do not have a choice. We want to select a representative who is going to represent us when it comes to Parliament. When it comes to Parliament, we want to have a representative there who would feel, they would feel the passion,
Feel our
pain, they would feel our emotions. You put in a man or a woman to represent an area, right? And they don't reside in that area. That is craziness. How long are we going to take that madness? How long are we going to take that? Yes, we supporting the party. Yes, we love the party,
Imam,
but we must understand, Prem, that the party have to show some love in return. It must be something that must be revolved back to us. And this is not happening.
Something is wrong with the executive of the political parties in this country. Something is wrong. You bring in somebody who I have never seen, I have never known in my 6 years of life to represent me.
And
that individual is not accurate with what we are experiencing here.
you see, again, we come back to, we come back to the ball one again. We come back here to the same issue that, my friends, those of you who are locked on, I really and truly don't want to go too much in this political thing, because I tell you something, that could give me a heart attack, because I understand I am very passionate about serving my community. And let me tell you something. I, Rashid Karim, I want people to understand this. At no point in time, I was the one who was vociferous in going and forward there and saying, select me, select me, select me. I understood that here what? I am an activist, and the only way to really and truly serve my community is to be a part of the executive, or I either be part of the corporation, right? Whether it be county council or whatever public corporation that there were at that time. And I went up. And when I went up, other people I was selected. I telling you something, Mr. Jack won, I had an information, right? My name was selected, and an individual pulled my name. No, we don't want him. I have my candidate. I have my choice candidate. And that is what is manipulating the country. Because an MP have a certain favorism with a councillor, and a person have a little favorism with a minister have a favorism with some family members, they are giving them, they are giving them jobs, they are giving them high position, and they are doing everything in their capacity to favor the families and friends.
That is why we are in opposition.
And we will continue to be like that.
To be in opposition.
And I tell you something, and I will tell you all something, those of you who are locked on, follow my track record. After that, I didn't stop right there, because I really and truly wanted to serve my community. And I went up as an independent candidate. And you know the good thing about it, Prim? I got 793 votes, and I won my deposit, which was more than 1/3. So it clearly indicates that there are people having the same thought like myself. That you need to get people from your area, people who's really willing to serve the community. Right? And that is not happening right now. People are trying to serve, yes, but they are trying to serve their own individual selfishness.
Yeah.
Right?
Director, there's a video at the cremation site. Can you bring it up, please?
Yeah, make a comment one time.
This is This is as I mentioned again. I normally am the imam for the Felicity Mosque, and I am a member of the Felicity community. And you realize by now, those of you who have been following me, because I have over 8,000, 9,000 followers, people are following me not because they love me or they like me or they want to be a part of my life or something like that. No. What they want is that they want somebody to speak out. They want somebody to talk the truth. And I went to that funeral, right? I went to that funeral there.
That's a Hindu funeral.
And normally the Hindu funeral is this. Normally they would have to put down the box five times before they reach, before the pyre, right? Before they reach there. And if you look from where that white car is quite down there, that is where it would have started. But because of the bad roads, because of the water, nowhere to put down, and mud, they could not put down the body, the deceased there. So they had was a, wiggle and whine. There's a song that wiggle and whine. So they had was a wiggle and wiggle and wiggle until they reached the destination.
But Imam, listen to me. Placing that body in the box 5 times is an integral aspect of the rituals that must be performed,
And my Prim, my problem is this, right? My problem is this. When I spoke to many of those people there, many of those people who were in that funeral, they said, Imam, we're not going to vote. Now, how can I go and convince them? How can I tell a man they're not going to vote because here what? The candidate that they have seen in the past is not functioning. They are not walking in the community. They are not meeting people. They come in the hours of darkness. They're moving like a snake. And going in the hours of darkness, and they have they have one man and his family moving out and taking out names and telling people to come and vote for him and vote for him. That has to stop. Those things have to stop. You have to wait until your councillor come or your member of parliament come in your area and deal with them nicely and let them know the truth. Remember, a certain individual went in the Beatam and he get whitewashed, water wash.
Yeah.
You all have to do those things. You have to. I'm not calling for violence here, so don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is that let these people and them know, hey, we paying all the salary. All the salary is paid by hard-earned taxpayers, by the doubles man, by the person who's selling by the school, by the man who making the bacon shack, by the man who's selling the pilau and the kalalu, by the man who doing all the hard-working farmers, the man who's picking up garbage. Those are the people who paying your wages. Don't feel that the big man, that 1% or that 2% people paying your salary. You paying their salary also.
Yes.
Understand what I'm saying? We have to be real here. We have to talk hard facts. We have to come out in the open and let John public know, my friends, that we are taken advantage of by the present government. Because let me tell you something. When Rohan Sinanan and them, they're going to embark on a big mega project to do what? To alleviate traffic. We ain't care about traffic. What we really care about right now is the road condition in central Trinidad. Deplorable. People are suffering. You want to spend $100 million, you understand? $100 million, right? And you know what is happening? My friends, you want to spend hundreds of millions of dollars and you are not fixing people's road. People are stressed out. People have to drop their children and go to work and they're hustling the road frame. They're hustling. Everybody hustling.
Is there anything more we could say about in this program?
Yes, we're going to continue.
For Rohan Sinani to wake up?
We will continue. We will continue banging until somebody listen, because people are listening. And we are telling, I am on this program. I'm not telling you to vote PNM. I'm not telling you to vote UNC. I'm not telling you to vote NTA. I'm not telling you to vote PEP. I'm not telling you who to vote for. That's your choice. But the problem here is, my friends, and we identify this, all those small entities, all they have to do, bite where you could chew. Bite what all could chew. Come together as a unit. If all these political parties have the same aspiration to serve the community, right? Why it is that there's fighting here and fighting there and bickering there and bickering there? Why it is that the opposition, the United National Opposition, in the general election, you didn't want people to join you, and now you want people to join you? Why? Because you predict failure?
That's it.
Is that the reason? Because you predict you are going to fail, and all those people who carry podium and who carry mic stand and who carry flag for you, are they going to lose their job? Is that the reason why? People are going to open their eyes. People are going to remove the dark shades. People are going to remove the binds from their hands and their feet, and they are going to speak out just like how Imam Rashid Karim and Premchand Baliu is speaking out. People are going to come in the studio, as I tell you this. People are going to call that line non-stop, because my friends, my brothers and sisters, we are here not to bash people for no reason. We are here. You take up a job, Miss Lady, you took up a job. You don't only study as friends and family. Study the poor, study the widows, study the orphans, study the needy in our community. Well, hey, Trinidad have no needy people.
No, we are all rich here.
We have no needy people.
No. We're going to start inviting foreigners and visitors to come to view our beautiful potholes.
Hats off to the Spanish and
how we enjoy driving.
Yeah, hats off to the Spanish and you know something? When you look at videos, those very said 200 people who vex loss, I really don't care.
But Imam, they have engaged the attention of the United Nations,
and they getting grand help from this from United Nations, are helping these Venezuelan refugees.
I want to change my name.
My name is Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, so my friends, those of you are locked on, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to let you all, I'm going to let Prem loose, and we're going to ask the callers to call us and tell us what is taking place around you. Are you satisfied with the PNM? Are you satisfied with the opposition? Come out and talk, please. Let us know. Let the people of Trinidad help direct the voters. People are, they're in a quandary. At this point in time, people are asking who to vote for. You know how many people come and ask me, Imam, who to vote for?
Who I should vote for?
Who I should vote for? Because here what? Them are doing nothing, and we are getting nothing from the government. So my friends, those of you who are locked on, a word from our sponsors, and then again when we come back, we're going to really and truly dish out some nice kalalu and red bean for you all. Thank you very much. Prem.
So my friends, welcome back to the program Hard Facts, viewed live on Sentinel Media Broadcasting. With me in studio is the vociferous, the strong, and may I add, the humble, soft-hearted Imam Rashid. Imam, ¿cómo estás? To our viewers. Bien, gracias.
Bien.
Si usted bien también. Director, there is a clip that we have there with this monkeypox. Can you bring up that clip, please? A little closer. Yeah. So, my friends, this Trinidad and Tobago, likewise with some other countries in the world, is now experiencing an influx of that virus called monkeypox. Okay? You will recall that in the last general election we had the COVID. Okay? And now we have a little local election coming up. We have monkeypox. Alright? There's also a picture of an individual who was infected with that virus. Very, very terrible picture. It's a bit graphic, Imam. We will not show that, right? So, with this monkeypox, the Minister of Health, that is, what's the guy's name?
Terence
Dial Singh. He stated that, fear not, that there are vaccines ready. I want to ask this question. Who the hell is going to take that vaccine? Is that vaccine expired? Was it made for monkeypox or some other virus? Exactly. Who? I am not going to take no more vaccine. I took the COVID vaccine and nearly did.
Exactly. So, again, my friends, those of you who are locked on, really and truly, this program, Hard Facts, is hitting the airwaves of Trinidad and Tobago, locally, in the CARICOM Islands, internationally. People are viewing our program, and we are asking you, we are not here, as I said before, we are not here for no name, fame, or show, right? Whether it happens or it doesn't happen, we really and truly, it would not elevate me, or it would not degrade me. So I just want to let you all know that our objective here in this program is to be the voice of the voiceless. We are here to talk about issues that is affecting you. Crime in this country really and truly have a spiral, right? You can't say that it is normal, and do not find no scapegoat, right? The problem is bad management when it comes to the government of the day, number one. Number two, it is bad management when it comes to the law enforcement agencies. And number three, it is bad management when it comes to the local entities. Because here what, and I mentioned this, Prem, you are given $16 billion to the protective services, right, when it comes to the budget. What are they doing? We, the people of the cloth, men of the cloth, the pundit, the priest, the imam, the sports groups, the sports leaders, these are the men who can mediate. These are the men who can talk to people. They can talk to the youths and build up that morality and spirituality and those kind of, good moral conduct within the framework of those people's lives. And you know something? I asked the question today, how much monies are given to those people who can and will do the best job? Who going to do that? How much budget is allocated for these people, the men of the cloth, the counselors, the priests, the pundit, and all those persons, sports group leaders, and those persons who are championing, who are trying to keep crime down by trying to pull their flock together? How much of the budget are you giving to those people? When they need a fan, they have to do a barbecue. When they need a air condition, they have to do a barbecue. When they need a PA system, they have to do a barbecue. I am telling you, Dr. Keith Rowley, every single mandir, every single masjid, every single church in this country should be given tools to work with you so that they can prevent crime from happening, my friends. Right? Again, I am saying to you that even the Hunters Association, Search and Rescue Team, they should they should be given at least the tools that is required of them, the protective garments.
They have never failed us yet, Imam.
Never failed. Hats off to those people again and again, and we will continue to say that. National Award, Prem, as I tell you again, National Award is neither here, neither there. Anytime people get national award and so forth, their head becomes swollen,
but they forget. That body needs some recognition.
Recognize them, but give them the medal. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. But again, give them the tools to maneuver. Give them vehicles. Give them garments, give them protective gears, give them lighting facilities so that they can go, give them communication mechanism like phones and walkie-talkie and all those things, so that when they go across there, they can have a base, they can have a central command center.
A drone too.
Yes, and even give them drones. Yeah. All these things. Hey, all you sleeping behind the steering man.
They are very responsible people,
All you sleeping. The government of the day, I am telling you, many of you ministers who that portfolio falls under, you are sleeping. If I were a minister in this government, I tell you first thing, I would meet the people. I would communicate with my Prime Minister, yes. I would take whatever advice come there. But again, I will show my Prime Minister that I have initiative and wisdom. I'm not a yes man. Hey, yes sir, good morning sir, and bowing. I'm not that. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to help you run this country. And I'm going to make sure that the people who put you there, my friends, those people who put you there are satisfied with your performance. You know something? I tell you something, eh? And I want to tell you all this. Those of you who are locked on. Sometimes the Prime Minister of the day, maybe he have a good intention. You know something, we criticize Dr. Keith Rowley. Some of you say, you know, he's this and he's that and he's the next. Sometimes you see his aggression, the way how he talk on the PA system. But whenever you meet him, right, many of you who have met him, you are going to see that different personality in him.
Cool, calculating, sober-minded individual.
And it clearly indicates, right, that people who take the mantle of responsibility, especially when it comes to different ministerial position, they do not fulfill their rights, and the problem goes right back to the head, which is the Prime Minister, and he get the shaft, my friends.
That's
the Prime Minister, aggressive. And that is the reason why today he shows all those aggressions. Yes, I'm not condoning this, and I'm not saying I like it. I don't like it at all, to tell you honest to God truth. Sometimes, you know, I think, I say, wait now, this man, like somebody called me and tell me, you know, Imam, I want to tell you something, you know, the program is a nice program and stuff, eh? And you know something, Imam, you know, I find the hat is unprofessional. You know what I did? I like the program. The commenter did well. They tell me their vision. But I tell you something. That is my trademark. This you see in here is my trademark. I am not no forceful man. I am not no third world man. I am here, my brothers and sisters, to please myself first and foremost, and to please you, the listening audience, who are willing to assist me in making sure that the country becomes a better place to live. Because right now, this country is a stink place. People are running from this country. I tell you, the guy called me about 7 o'clock this morning. And you know, I asked him, I say, what is it you doing, boy? You know what he tell me? He said he just had his breakfast. He had a nice menu. And then he's going to run 2 miles. And then he's going to come back about 11 o'clock in the day. And he's going to have his breakfast.
He living it
and understand? Yeah. Now he said when he was in Trinidad, when he in this country, Trinidad and Tobago, he had a watch behind his back all the time. He going in the bank. He can't even go in the bank. He can't go in no mall because he's afraid somebody's going to shoot him. And he's not talking about him alone. There's so much drive-by shooting in this country. A man see you with a Mercedes-Benz. A man see you with a Ranger. A man see you with a high-end vehicle. Automatically tells you that this man have paper. This man have money.
True.
That is the reason why all those rich men and women, you know what they're doing? They're buying B14 and B13 and all them, you know, reduced cars to look poor. And you know something, the man who don't have nothing, they buying the high-end vehicles, my friends. So again, those of you who are locked on, take it, use it, smile with it, and enjoy it. This is this program, Hard Facts. We are here to let you all know. I want to pull back that Abed Road photos before we close. The Abed Road photos, and I want the Mayor of Chaguanas. Mayor of Chaguanas, Mr. Faik, you have to do something about this. The borough of Chaguanas is paying those people to drop those material at the different dump site, the landfill. And they are making their cut, and they are coming in this area here in Abed Road, and they are dumping their garbage. That is illegal. Where is the litter wardens? Where is your people?
You know?
Yeah, well, where are they? Where are those people? You know when an innocent man put out a stove, right? Well, an innocent man put out two barrel of rubbish or some kind of stuff in front of the house. You know, they will come down, drive up with their nice, and the police will come there, the municipal police will come and want to give you a citation and tell you, hey, all have to move that, you can't dump that, you have to take a private thing, and hey, all that madness. And people, people are dumping rubbish here by the truckloads. You go in Connector Road in Chaguanas, it is a labas. It is a labas. For those of you who do not know what is a labas, it is a dump in central Trinidad, and it is just 1 mile in proximity of the Chaguanas Borough Corporation. Now I don't expect Faik to be moving all around. I mean, give Jackie jacket. But that's the problem. The thing about it, they have taken the responsibility, and you see them once in a blue moon. You will see them. I have videos. Those of you are locked on, and I will let it loose on this channel. I will let it loose. All those areas, all those marginal seats that I went, and I worked my skin out, and I work for you all. And when we're trying to make a call for you all to answer us now, you are not going to listen. I'm going to show John Public how the Makaram people is today. When they get the position, they forget you. All those campaigns and all those election campaigns that went around, you would realize that Imam Rashid Karim was the vocal and the mouthpiece. I get whipping from my Islamic community. Hey, that is un-Islamic. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. But my intention, right, was to bring some sort of solace for the downtrodden in this country. People call me and say, hey, that un-Islamic. You following a party that highlighting LGBTQ and all these things, and you supported that, and you're a big imam, and people telling me that, and they were so damn right. They were right. Prem, they were right. That is the reason why, you know what I'm doing now? I am walking as though I'm walking on quicksand. That is how I am doing my business now. I am speaking the truth. Once it affects my religion, once it's going to affect my deen, I am going to stay away from that. Because I tell you something, anytime you compromise your faith, Prim, that you have compromised your life.
Your script here.
Right? You have compromised your life. So Prim, take over.
So, Imam, let me ask something. Do you have a fire extinguisher in the studio here?
I bring 3.
Because you are on fire.
Yeah, I bring 3.
I need to spray you up, right? I'm mentally that is, yeah.
I bring 3 upstairs.
Yeah. So, what's the time now? So people, this is our program, Hard Facts. It is unedited. It is not sponsored by anybody. We are not commanded by anybody to say this or not to say this. This is as it is. Hard Facts on Sentinel Media, live, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays from 1 p.m. Imam, are you aware that Trinidad and Tobago is hosting a CARICOM regional workshop today that deals with arms, illegal arms and ammunition? Didn't we have one of this about 4 months ago in Trinidad?
That was a symposium done here, and that cost Trinidad and Tobago $3.4 million.
All right. What came out of the last one? More murders,
you know something?
more killings.
$3.4 million could have solved the problem of every pothole. Could have patched every pothole. I will take the contract and make sure that every single pothole in central Trinidad is patched with that $3.4 million. I tell you this, and let me tell you something, me talking about them bogus patching, where they're dropping something here and 2 days, 3 days pass, a week pass, one rainfall, and everything rip out. My friends, those of you who are locked on, I want to say a special thanks to South Savers Supermarket. They were the first person to buy into our program. And hats off to those persons, South Savers Supermarket. Those of you who are in Trinidad and Tobago, for the best prices in doors, lumber, in fridges, appliances, you name it, they have it. Go down to South Savers, my friends, and benefit from their low prices. Those were the first persons to buy into this program. Island Express Hardware, Island Chicken, Cans Transport, and South Savers. Those were the first 4 persons who bought into our program. This program, our ads, let me tell you all something. For 7.6 million views, right? Our ads are very, very ridiculously low. And the whole objective of that is that we want to make sure that this studio continue running. And by doing so, we want you all to know that we need your help in the sense that give us some sponsorship. We don't want $50,000 and $100,000 sponsorship. All we want to do is, you know what we want to do, my friends? We want to collect the running cost for this studio so that Prem and I wouldn't have to put out the money every month. Monies upon monies upon monies.
And our services here are free of charge.
And we don't want any salary or anything. So we are asking you, my friends, those of you who would like to be part of our program, those of you who would like to come into our special program, because we're going to have a program, a special night program, where we're going to highlight and we're going to have people coming in here and talking about drug addictions, number one. We have people going to come in here and speak about the political scenario. We have people who's going to come and talk about the economy. We're going to have people coming in here and talk about women affairs. So we want to thank you all very, very much. Yeah. So we want to thank you all very, very much.
Iman, before you close, I heard on the 12 o'clock news today, okay, that there are synthetic drugs that is circulating in Trinidad and Tobago, such as Ventolin, MTMA, and other drugs. So how would we, the citizens, be able to differentiate?
Call. You have a program here. Call on the Minister of Health. Call on him. Call on him.
Minister of Health, you need to come out and say something. How these drugs enter this country? Who is distributing these drugs? Whether they are what you call prescribed drugs or over-the-counter drugs? We need to know, because we don't want our people to die just so.
Okay. While we're at it, I want to call upon the Minister of National Security, right, to call on him to let the public know how it is that all these illegal high-powered rifles coming into this country. And maybe I'm sure you would like to make another call to another minister. Again, I want to call on Minister Rohan Sinanan
Sure.
Mr. Rohan Sinanan, please, my friend, my brother, a high-profile minister, please, the people of Central and South Trinidad, they need your assistance. Instead of wasting millions and millions and millions of dollars going to try to pacify and please a few people around the Endeavour Shogunas flyover area, waste our time, waste our money, waste our energy. You are not consulting with nobody. Richie Sukai, you all are not consulting with nobody. You are only consulting with the Chamber of Commerce. What do they know? Do they come down to the low-lying areas? Do they go to Londonville? Do they go to Caparo? Do they go to Enterprise? Do they go to Lendor Village? Do they go to those areas? They don't go. They are scared to go there.
And they never had a traffic plan.
Right? And let me tell you something. You can't, because you have monies in your hands, you're going to spend it Vike and do what you feel and you just want to look good. No, stop mamagaing people. Use some of those monies, Mr. Rohan Sinanan, to fix the roads in this country. It is bad. Licensed officers charging people for spatayas. They're charging people for ends. They're charging people for horn. They're charging people for light. And all those things is directly because of bad roads. All you wake up and smell the coffee, people. Look at what is taking place. This is what Trinidad and Tobago reach. We have a natural pitch lake in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? And this is what people have to drive to. And they are satisfied. And then again, these fellas here going with the white there, they're going to watch tire grip. Watch what you doing. He pointing out there. Wait. This man have money to buy a doubles. This man have money to buy food. This man have money to pay internet bill.
He checking that.
But you checking, no, he checking to see how the tire cut. Yeah. The tire cut, boss man, Mr. License Officer, because of bad roads, yeah. The tires are cutting. It is cutting like that. Open all your eyes, Trinidad and Tobago, and see what is going on. This is the problem. We are putting square peg in a round hole for too long. First, they have to do, these people, licensed officers, have to ensure that the road is good. And if the road is good, and the people have those type of bad tires and all those things, issue ticket in the back.
That falls squarely on the shoulders of Mr. Rohan Sinanan. He's the Minister of Works and Transport. Licensing falls under his ministry.
Yes.
Right? And the Commissioner of Transport.
So those of you who are locked on again, this program Hard Facts is here to stay. Monday, Wednesdays and Saturdays. From 1 p.m. Sometimes we start a bit late. Again, we are only human beings. Please forgive us. Because I said, as Prem mentioned to you all, I had some guests from England. They came to us and we were just, trying to mediate and try to, express our love for them and all these things. Before we close, we have a photo of our Ishtima, an outreach program that is going to take place. This program here, and they came to me on that grounds, right? There's going to be a Ishtima. Ishtima is an outreach program for the men, the Muslim men in Trinidad and Tobago and boys, right? And that program is going to be a 3 days outreach program where discussions are going to take place. People are going to sleep in there. People are going to spend time there, right? And that is at the Masjid Rahma. That is in Monroe Road.
Is it open to the public, Imam?
You will go with me. You will go with me. I tell you something. The amount of non-Muslim people go with me in those masjid and programs. And the good thing about it, many of those persons have seen the truth about Islam. And when they go to their normal temple or church, they would tell people, hey, Muslim people are not terrorists. You are saying Muslims are terrorists and you have never visited the mosque. Every time I go, when I went to that funeral in Felicity, I invited over 10, 12 persons. I say, you all come. We have a program on Wednesdays. Come and sit with us and listen to the program and try to understand the program. Because when the day of judgment comes, I don't want you all to say, well, the Imam didn't tell me to come to the mosque. So this program that is coming up, that is on the 14th, that is this week coming, 14th, 15th and the 16th, starting from Thursday. You come there for Maghrib Salat, which is 6:30 in the evening. You come there, my friends. You bring your sleeping bag. You bring your things that you would need to spend 3 days. And come and listen to those elders from India, Pakistan, England, all parts of the world. Is a global thing. And you are going to get information that could really and truly rally you and bring some better understanding on how we can live a successful life in this world and make preparation for a never-ending success in the life of the hereafter. So again, invitation is going out to all Muslim males and female. If you are a male, because I have to be very careful, because we have men dressed in pants and things, and we don't know.
Genders we have in this country.
So I had to say it properly, right? So again, you are invited. You can call the number if you would like. You are not Muslim and you would like to go to the program and see how it is, no problem. Call the number 740-3347 and I can carry you with me. You can sit with me and you can listen to the talks that is given by those elders, those learned people from all parts of the world again.
Imam, I would just like to say hats off again to our MP, the Honorable Dinesh Rambali, for embarking on that cricket exercise with the little children. Yesterday, last year, MP, he inaugurated that program, and it is here again. So do come and be part of it. And MP, I almost call you MP.
No, and, maybe actually you could call me MP because I am a member of the public.
Yes.
So that's short for member of the public, MP. No problem.
So with that being said, Imam, you close, yes?
Yes, so again, hats off and thank you all. Those of you who are locked on. There are many people who said you would call us. Again, feel free. We don't want to bash you and say, well, you say a call in and you didn't call. But maybe something kept you back. Always think good of our brothers and sisters, right? There are many, many things. As I close, you can think about some of the issues. And if you want to share information to us, whether you are working in WASA, whether you are working in TNTech, whether you are working in any of the infrastructure works in this part of the country, whatever public service, and you feel that there's things that taking place, anomalies that is happening under your watch and you are scared to highlight it, we are going to highlight it for you. Just make sure that you give us hard facts. Okay? Imam Rashid Karim, my friend, my brother, Premchand Baldev, signing off, thanking you again. May God Almighty bless us. May He have mercy upon all of us. May He forgive us for our mistakes and our errors. And may God Almighty unite our hearts as one. And may God Almighty protect our country. God bless our nation.